Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Burglar, and I have made it back to from here with the aurochs meat, the hides, and the ivory that he asked for.
What brings you to these lands?
You have performed a great service for the people of Aworth, Petronella. If you so desire, I have some more tasks for you. Well, what else is new?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
I am glad that you have considered the plight of my people. Indeed, I do have more tasks for you. On your last venture, you brought me a large quantity of aurochs meat, hides, and ivory. Yes, I know. I need you to take these materials and help me provision the garrison and the town. Oh, will you do this? Why not? Since he has a large number of quests for me, I guess I should do that.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
The impending siege promises to be a long one. Many of the people of Aworth will need blankets to keep them warm during the harsh winter. And take these hides you collected to the infirmary's sewing table and make some blankets. You will need to find some thread and needle as well. For the former, you should speak with Northguth in the northern part of the city. For the needles, speak with Orbeth. He is somewhat mercenary, but he will provide you with what you need. When you have sewn the blankets, distribute them throughout the city, then return to me. All right, so sew some blankets. Now, let's see, talking about for the winter. See, right now, see what it would be about now. Late February, maybe? Is that about right? Yes, very, very late February, which means this is not the time to be preparing for winter. Because it's almost over, but that's another matter.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Petronella, the aurochs ivory you brought me is of great use. Our guards and warriors will have need of battle horns as we enter the terrible siege. And take this ivory to the supplier's workbench outside the meat hall and craft some horns. You'll also need fastenings and leather bands. Rimenhild in the northern part of the city can provide the fastenings. The leather you'll need to collect may be found near the vendor hall. When you have crafted the battle horns, deliver them to the guards throughout the city and then return to me. All right. So blankets, horns,
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you
ah,
aid us?
and please take the meat that you brought me and make some meat pies for the people of Aworth. You will need other ingredients as well, of course. You will find sacks of flour and vegetables in the vendor hall. Take the ingredients to the oven behind mm, Ordberot's house in the northern part of the city. When you're finished baking the pies, bring them to the people who need them and return them. All right, fine. I need pies. I need horns and I need blankets. That'd be quite a sub. It's going to be a lot of leather here, isn't it? Well, I guess we'll take the leather that I brought earlier and we could replace all that I brought. Replace all the stuff that I just took with the leather that I brought in, right? Here you go. Okay. Hello there.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
You ask much in this dark time. Nevertheless, I will not have it said that Odebreath of Ilworth did not do his part to prepare for the siege. Here are the needles you requested. There you go. Thank you very much, because I'll need the needles. Hello there, I heard that you have some metal fastenings that I can use.
Our mission is dire.
Indeed, I can provide the fastenings you need. If these horns will aid our defense, I'll do so gladly. Thank you. Now all we need is a little bit of flour for the pies, right? We need 5 sacks of it. That should be good enough. And of course, we'll also need some sacks of vegetables. Let's say 5 sacks. Will that be enough in order to make all these pies? Hi.
Welcome, my friend.
Ah, the singing begins already. Can you hear them? You have brought cheer and joy to the guards of Hayworth. My thanks. Yeah, welcome. The singing begins already. Maybe that's a little bit too much merrymaking then, if they're already singing. There you go. How are we doing right now? Right? Surely this is going to be enough, right? This is ridiculous. Well, considering how much meat I took from those Aurochs, maybe it isn't too much. I went around reassuring the people for you.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Your kindness is appreciated, Petronella. While I do not believe myself that we can stand while Ingbert and Ingmar are at odds with one another, the people must feel secure. Right. Whee! Now, do we have anything in which to craft all the stuff I need to make? Ah, yes. There's a nice place where I can make the horns. There you go. Now I need to deliver battle horns. Hello, here's a battle horn.
What brings you to these lands?
This will see much use during the siege, I'm certain. Well, let's see if we could avoid that siege, but I suspect that's not going to be the case. Ah, an oven. Just a place for making some pies. What am I going to do with all these pies? It's a bit much even for the Shire. Whee! Maybe they could hold a big banquet. Let's see. Ah, hello there. I guess you can get one of the pies.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
This pie is an adequate compensation for your use of the oven. You're welcome. I guess using his oven did mean that. I guess we should deliver one to the infirmary also. Hello, I have some pies here for the hungry.
What brings you to these lands?
Dark times come, and these pies shall be a blessing in amid the storm. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, there, I need some thread to make some blankets.
What brings you to these lands?
You have shown kindness to my people. I will gladly provide you with the thread you need. Here you go. And here's a pie in return.
Our mission is dire.
All friends sent you with this pie? Thank you. It will go far to feed my family. Right. Good. And I think we need to deliver a few more horns also. Hello, one battle horn.
What brings you to these lands?
Guarding the outskirts of the city like this with no battle horn was a frightening thought. My thanks. Well, I guess you could scream very loudly. Well, maybe not. And then that means over this way for the other one. Assuming he's sober enough in order to be ready.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you, friend. I did not relish standing guard out here with no way of sounding the alarm. And also to help soak up some of that alcohol.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
All from knows the needs of my family. Thank you for this gift of food. There you go. All right, so we delivered the pies. Good. And now I need to go and do some sewing. Now let's sew up these blankets and we'll be ready to deliver the last of our goods. All right, good. Now, who all needs a blanket? Ah, yes, the infirmary. Where else would you go first? Now, there's a man who looks like he could use a blanket. I brought some blankets to help.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Thank you for the gift. It will bring warmth on cold nights. I'm sure it will. Hello there. Could this blanket help you at least stay warm for a little while?
We must turn to the offensive.
I've lost everything, and you bring me a blanket? A blanket? Nay, I should not be so hard with you. It is not your fault that Ingberg protects us not. Ah, okay, yeah, alright. Could you use this blanket?
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Ophrin thinks ahead. My family will need warmth, and now that our home is gone. Right? And finally, I think we've got one more person, and we could speak to Ophrim, right? Hello.
Welcome, my friend.
My thanks to you. This will be a boon to the coming days. Here we go. Now, Ophrim. I delivered everything. The blankets.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Thank you for your kindness and your diligence. And I delivered the food.
What brings you to these lands?
The people of Airworth will remember your kindness. You're welcome.
What
And
business have you with the Rohirrim?
your assistance has been most welcome. Boy, these are tiny bits of experience.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
My thank you, friend Petronella. Your assistance to help Airworth stand strong against the siege. Thank you for your assistance. Completed the provisioner's assistant. New deed known to the Entwash Vale. Oh, new deed. Okay, yeah. Friend to the. Alright, so therefore I got known to the. So I made acquaintance. Now let's see. Goldwina. What am I supposed to be doing for Goldwina? Ah, yes. We still need to collect that Vale ore and the Vale branches. Let's start with the ore, which is right around where the drakes are. So it looks like we're going to have to deal with some drakes while we're getting the ore. Actually, the ore is outside the cave and the drakes are inside the cave, but best to deal with them together, because otherwise it'll just be taking a long time. Going there, coming back, going there, coming back. And that'll be down this way. Yes, right around where we have this big cliff. The ore is not exactly the most conspicuous stuff in the world, but it will do. It'll have to do, so we will need to get 5 of these. The branches are going to be near another quest area, so I have to take care of that later. So that's 2. Somewhere around here. Ah, here is the 3rd one. And before long, I have enough ore to help make whatever we need to make. Room Delph. Now, I'm not exactly sure what Delph means, but considering that Delph would be close to Delve, because if you had a vowel on either side, it would probably out to be Delve instead of Delph. So I'm going to guess that it means delve, and I'm sure, or delving, or something like that. But that, of course, is a complete guess. Hello there.
Why are you bothering me?
Who are you? Did Hoffoch send you? If so, you can go back to the Brownlands and tell him that we can handle this. Have folks dead? That's no skin off our teeth. He told us where to find this cave, so you clear off. This treasure is ours. I have a feeling I'm going to have to fight this guy, right? Oh, how did I ever guess? Oops. You know, I just remembered something. Remember when I was fighting that drake that was accompanied by 2 drakelings? I mean, Burglar? You've got things like that, where you stun the opponent. And of course, there's always Riddle or something like that on top of it, if I remember that earlier enough. But, yes, that thing has a cooldown of 2 minutes, and I sort of treat it as if it had a cooldown of 2 days, which isn't very productive. But let's see. Defeated drakes in the Entwash Vale, and also the drakes of Roomdelve have laid an enormous number of eggs, creating a threat to the Rohirrim might not be able to overcome. You should destroy as many of the eggs as possible. Very well. Hindering the horde. Aha, that's the guy protecting the other entrance, so there is a signature one on that, and that's just to make sure that people don't farm the quest giver there. So they give you one on each side. And also make him green so that you can only fight him by doing that. If you want to farm brigands, well, you get them other places, because we are going to run into plenty of those along the way. And of course, we're also going to run into plenty of these worms. And hopefully also some eggs. And speaking of eggs, I think I found some. I just have to be able to get down there and all will be fine. New deed, Nurseries of the Roomdelve. Found the first nursery, which implies that there's going to be a second nursery, a third nursery, and a fourth nursery. Oh. Now, is this the best way to get down? Oh, I had to get down there on the other side. I suppose I might be able to jump down, but it might be better to do it this way. Hello. And whack! Yes! Use the skills I have. I know. What a concept. What a concept. I rolled a 1! Ah! There you go. Alright, that takes care of that quest. Defeated drakes within Roomdelve. Okay, that's 7 of those. Okay, so I completed one of my quests around here. That was the one that I got when I was... probably when I recovered the wooden sword. Now, I'm assuming that the brigands were the ones who had that poor quality sword that we found earlier. Right, there we go. Took care of the eggs at the first nursery. I found the passage all the way up to the top and found Fang Tor, where I need to defeat the father worm, who I think I just found. As for Delph, I've determined that, yeah, it comes from the same root as Delve. In modern usage, Delph is dialectical, meaning a mine or a quarry, so it's not much use. So I don't think it's probably used in the American language any, really. But it still exists. And which is strange because it says that delve, used to mean a cave, is listed as archaic, I believe. So there is that. So therefore, that's right, delve then, meaning a mine or a quarry, though it looks like the word could be a little bit more generic in Middle English if they've used it to describe this place, because it's not much of a mine or a quarry. Well, I guess I better bring the scale back to the Rohirrim in Eworth, because I think I'm done here. Hello there. I have this interesting scale I took off of a really big drake over in Wormdelf.
Our mission is dire.
Long has the Worm Father plagued our herds. It is a joy to know that he is no more. Unfortunately, there are still a lot of other drakes going all over the place, but that's another matter. You have my gratitude of the people of Eworth. There you go. And that takes care of Room Delph. But of course, we still have to worry about our little trip into the other area to get the branches, and that's where we'll go for the next episode of Piney Plays the Burglar.